electrical upgrades as well, along with this light upgrades. But we're about 50% designed. We'll keep you updated as we go farther along the line. If you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call and we'll walk you through it. Anything else? Can you answer questions, people? All right, thank you.
Steve, I can do this, or you?
Sure. Oh, sure. The MC update. Basically, we are looking at doing some batting cages outside the new sports field. Steve Promotions working on some things. They have some money ready funded for the netting. So we're going to work on that in spring after winter, and we'll get that in place for them out there. And also, Bruce Cameron is working on a few more grants, so we're waiting to hear back on that as well. And facility upgrades are issues. We did have our new boilers inspected a week ago. The state inspector came to at the elementary school, and that's very important that it comes to make sure everything is up to their code and that to tag all the units. And that what they were tagged, he had 0 discrepancies when he left the room. And we're very pleased to say they're in service, and so far they're working like a charm. So I hope that continues on.
Well, congratulations to your team.
Our-
Dan and Dave and Steve, you guys did an awesome job installing that and getting 0 discrepancies. Amazing from the state inspector.
We're very pleased. He was very happy with it.
Congratulations, you did a great job.
Thank you. You got a great team.
Dave, nice job.
Thanks for the update.
You bet.
We got item 13, Personnel Committee Meeting Report. There's nothing on the committee agenda that required board action. We'll move on to item 14, which is the Finance Committee Meeting Report.
Since Mike's voice has left him, I'll handle the
voice
report.
of Mike.
Right, you can call me Mike, I'd probably answer to that, makes you feel better. Item 14A, discussion and possible decision, acceptance of an audit report and management letter. I do have a copy of the audit report here if anybody wants to look at it. It looks like excellent reading. The gist of this is the school district utilized a new firm, Hawkins Ash, for doing their auditing this year. My understanding is they gave Brent a few headaches because each auditing firm sets their own expectations for what a school district is going to do and how they're going to do it. Brent worked through that with all of them. He feels like as long as we keep Hawkins Ash now, then we won't get a new auditing firm that sets different expectations. So our committee, by unanimous vote, recommends acceptance of the audit report. I'll make a motion, Carolyn seconded. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 14B, discussion and possible decision regarding the Kresge Gym painting and floor repair. The floors are sanded approximately every 10 years as they need to be refinished. And it's been 20 years since the Kresge Gym has been painted. Both are due. This is actually funding that we're approving not out of this fiscal year, but out of next fiscal year. And the reason that's necessary is in order to get on their calendar to be able to have it done over a year from now, it requires us making this decision right now. It's maintenance that we need to do. By unanimous decision, the Finance Committee recommends we approve that, so I will make that motion.
I'll second it. Don't you want to put it down?
Oh, I'm sorry, thank you, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
The cost for refinishing the floor is $27,373. And the cost for painting the gym walls and all door frames is $12,815 from Omni Glass. So with a motion and second, any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Item 14C, high school gym roof. Due to some issues the roof was having needing to be repaired recently, upon inspection and going up on the roof at that point, it was realized that there is significant damage and it cannot wait the couple of years that it was forecasted to be repaired. And that makes sense, seeing that we're putting in a new gym floor and new bleachers in the gym. The idea of potentially having a failure on the roof that causes damage to the brand new expensive floors we put in doesn't make sense. With that being said, that was an unbudgeted cost. However, we had budgeted for this fiscal year $58,753 to seal the parking lots. With all the work that's going to be going on this summer, it doesn't make sense to seal the parking lots and create issues for all those workers coming in and the vehicles they'll be bringing. So if that is postponed, the cost to replace the roof is $54,140. So by postponing the ceiling and using those funds to do the roof, it is something that we can afford. And by unanimous decision, the Finance Committee recommends approving the high school gym roof replacement, so I will make that motion.
And I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or further discussion?
You said you got a quote from Calps, did it say what that one was?
I was not informed what it is, but I assume it's higher.
Okay, I was curious.
Any other discussion or questions? We have a motion and a second. No further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Ask for the opposition.
Oh,
Ask if anyone opposed.
thank
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone opposed?
No, but well, it's gonna be twice now if you did not ask.
I'm learning, Corey. Thanks.
I assume someone spoke up, but
Yeah, that's fine. Item 14D, let's see if I can remember it this time. Replacement of middle school lockers. This is a budgeted expense in our current budget to replace 289 lockers in the middle school at a cost of $45,291. We had budgeted $46,480 for that replacement, so it's slightly under the budgeted amount. The Finance Committee also approved this recommendation, so I will make the motion to approve that.
And I will second
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or further discussion? All those in favor?
that. Aye.
Opposed? None. Motion carries. Item 14E, approval of monthly voucher list. There were no issues that were identified in the voucher list, other than it was a small month. So I will make a motion that we approve the monthly voucher list.
And I second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? We'll do a roll call vote.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Kraus Kramer,
Yes.
Theo,
Yes.
Tomcheck,
Yes.
Zebro,
Yes.
Alice,
yes.
Barnes,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
All yes. Last item, 14, discussion and possible decision of the approval of the monthly treasurer's report. There were no issues identified with our treasurer's report, and I will make a motion to approve.
And I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? Hearing none, although, oh, I'm sorry, roll call vote.
Theo,
Yes.
Tomcheck,
Yes.
Zebro,
Yes.
Alice,
Yes.
Barnes,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Kaiser,
Yes.
Kraus Kramer.
Yes.
Motion approved. And that, Mr. President, concludes the finance report.
Thanks, Mr. Barnes. Moving on to item 15, other reports, WASB report, correspondence and upcoming meetings. Any update from the board?
Just that if you plan on going to the convention in January, please let Amy know. There's our early registration is open, and if you do get, we all get this, it does have some of the courses in here to go ahead and read and look at it time. That's all I have.
Mike attended a school board regional meeting on governance and gladly came in and shared that report with me. I linked it into our agenda for you if you'd like to take a look at that. It's fascinating reading. Mike, would you agree?
Fascinating.
I'm giving you a hard time. Mike.
Moving on to item number 15B, CISA 9 correspondence and report from the monthly meeting.
Yeah,
It's just the,
Saw it?
he's
yeah,
got it, we
it's
got
just
it.
shared and the minutes are shared.
We got it, thanks, Mike.
Okay. On item number 16, future agenda items. Anything from the board?
I do have something, I don't know.
Okay.
I need to read this, and hopefully it's not to Earl's point, but the reality is that I feel that this board needs to address sensitive issues. This is one that I brought up in previous future agenda items that is not hidden in our agenda, so I'll make this formal. Future agenda item, to complement my verbal request from our September 2017 board meeting, I will make my request in writing. Please include the following agenda item: a presentation for discussion of the operational and project expenses to the district relative to the MCA sports complex. This will include scope, stages, and project and recurring needs of the district required for the next 5 years. This report should include a summary of incurred expenses for the last 2 years and staff man hours consumed in the project. And I'm learning too, does this belong in new business? I don't know, but I do believe this becomes a record and goes in our meeting minutes. I do believe that's correct.
It'll be part of the update.
Okay, thank you. And please advise that that belongs in new business as well.
Anything else from the board? If there's any other items, please contact myself or Ann. We will be sure to look to include those in our December meeting. With that, we'll move into item number 17, movement into closed executive session. The board will go into closed executive session pursuant to section 19.851C of the Wisconsin statute for the purposes of promotion, compensation, and performance evaluation of public employees. Section 19.851C.